Hey, did you all know at home that Andy Carson is an avid streaker? And it's not what you might be thinking. It's the type of streaker that runs at least a mile every single day.
Yeah, and in today's Andy's Adventures, Andy talks to the woman who inspired him to start streaking.
On today's Andy's Adventures, we are doing the adventure of running with my superstar friend, Paula Harkin, who's been running for years and years. We like to streak, and when you first tell people that, they are a little frightened by that. So give me the definition of streaking.
Streaking is running one continuous mile.
Okay.
Every day.
Every day. I'm at about 1,200 days. How many days are you at approximately streaking-wise?
You know, Andy, I'm at 4,478 days.
Oh my gosh! So how many like years is that?
It's just over 12 years.
Why would I want to do this?
First of all, I would say we have to exercise, and we need to find a way to make it fun.
Does it get easier as time goes by?
You know, you do it every day. It's just like brushing your teeth. You get used to it, and it's life-changing.
What were some of the hardest times you had to make yourself go out and run that mile?
Well, as you probably know, there's days where you don't feel good. The day after a marathon is always hard.
Oh, I bet.
My initial goal was to run the circumference of the Earth, 24,907 miles.
And how long did it take you to get there?
It took me 11 years. You don't have to be fast. You just have to go.
So maybe at most 12, 13 minutes out of their day.
Totally.
And if you get fast enough, you can knock it out in 5 or 6.
Yeah. You're a better person if you take time for yourself. And you can do this. You can commit to a mile a day.
Sure, or even if you even start it just like
walking.
A quarter mile, yeah, walking.
Right.
And then work your way up to it.
Right, and accountability is huge.
Okay,
so
how should you do that?
If you can find somebody to do this with you.
Yeah, it's been life-changing for me, obviously life-changing for you.
Yeah.
And it's the adventure that just keeps on giving.
It's so true.
Woohoo! Woo! Great job, Andy. Remind people who haven't been watching this morning how many miles you've run so far by streaking.
Not how many miles, but how many days.
Yes, I'm sorry,
I'm
how
not
many
sure
days?
How many miles, because typically I'll hopefully do more than 1 mile a day, but I'm at 1,248, and
Nice.
you, Kim Moss, are at how many in?
Today is day 87.
You know what I love about this, you guys? What I love about this particular adventure is that for both of you, it's had such an impact. I mean, it's something you both do, Kim more recently, and you both really feel it's made a big difference in your lives.
In many ways. I love it. I can't go
yeah.
a day without it now.
Well, and that's the way it should be. Yeah, funny story, my son-in-law has been streaking now for a little while, and there was one night he laid down for bed and shot up out of bed and realized he hadn't done his run that day. And it was 11:50.
What?
Right before midnight. So he went out and did his run and thought, while I'm here, I'll go ahead and run the next day. So he ran past midnight and did
that's
another
funny.
mile so that he was...
Okay,
he
so
was covered for both days.
I will tell you
Yeah.
this. I personally don't feel that I was built to be a runner. And Andy, you know, I said, oh, I don't know if I can do it. Anyone can do this. I mean, even if you're just, you know, super slow in the beginning and it, you know, takes you forever to get through that mile, it's okay. There's no competition.
It's all right. Exactly right. And it's just, we recently did a story on the fact that just getting outside with daily exercise, you know, raising your heart rate just a little bit is such a great source to boost your immunity.
Yep.
And so it's one of those things, just make yourself well. And so
Yep.
it's one of those things, and I mentioned this earlier, I haven't been sick in over 4 years that I've been doing this.
Wow.
And so I really can attest to it. It's a great thing to do. So I loved it. And by the way,
Bravo.
big thanks to Paula. If you're interested in finding out more, she organizes a lot of races. She has been for years and years here in the Portland area. You can go to our website, kptv.com, and there's a link to her website, runwithpaula.com. Not only does she organize races, but she has run groups, and she's just super inspirational, has lots of people that join in, and it's great fun. And I mentioned all these people that are also streaking now. I forgot to mention 2 of the women that my wife works with. They've started streaking, and so they have, one of them, her husband promised her a puppy if she could go for a full year. So there you go. It's all kinds of fun things.